Hey everyone, this is just going to be a tutorial on a general overview for Nimble, which I'm sure all of you guys should probably already have familiarized yourself with. But looking at the screen right now, so we have just the main page that that Nimble brings up for you when you go to their site. So on this page, obviously, you can see a summary of all the deals that are running today. You can see the sales overviews, redemptions, order failures. As you scroll down, you'll also be able to see how you are performing for the month in terms of sales, and you've got some different options there. It'll show you the latest 10 orders, the top 10 performing orders, top 10 markets if you have multiple markets, top 10 categories, Discover Network offers, and the Nimble Network sales, which most of you probably won't even have to worry about. But so as we go back up, I wanted to kind of go over what you will be using most often from the menu bar on the left side. So as we go over there, if you go to the offers section, we'll let that bring up. This will be where all of your current deals or deals that you've made in the past will be. So anything that you've created deal-wise will be on this page, and it will tell you the name of the deal, obviously the market. You'll be able to see the merchant name, the price, the sales, and the quantity sold. And you'll be able to see the start dates and end dates as well in there. So if you know that there's a deal running or ran in the past, you can find it in here. At the top, you can search for deals that have already ran. You can choose different options depending on what you're looking for. If you ever need to edit the deal, you can go over to the Actions button on the right-hand side. You can go directly to the Edit Details page. You can edit the scheduling. If you need to delete the deal, you can do it right there. If you want to copy it or unpublish it, you can do it there as well. And also for live deals, if you want to hide them, there will be an option to hide those too if you want to take them down quickly, to remove them or cancel them. It'll just give you different options. So you can find those there, and that will be the only page that you'll really need to worry about in the offers section. So going back over to the menu bar, the orders page you won't have to worry about either. That won't be used for you, won't be necessary for us at Nimble. The merchants part, that is where you can find all current or past merchants that we have in the platform. So you can search by ID name. So if you just wanted to search a company, it'll pull up anything that has to do with that. So for instance, I typed in golf and it'll bring in all the different deals that have something to do with golf in there. And so you'll be able to see all of those. So when you're going to build a deal, it's really important that you search the business to make sure that it's not already in there, so you don't have to create a new merchant for them. If it's already there, you can just get in there and go. So that's where you'll find all that. And you'll notice too that it'll tell you how many offers that they've ran, their total net sales that they've had for an offer, and if it's an active client or inactive. So when you come into this, it's an overview of the merchant. So you'll have company info at the top. You can edit that if anything ever changes, but normally up there you'll just have the business name, their website, their personal email, how we can get a hold of them, their address, and it'll ask for some other things too, if like their name or anything, their phone number. If we have those too, you can put those in there. So then if you go down to the merchant offers section, you'll see that if there's anything, any deals live, it'll be in that first box there. If there's any getting ready to run, it'll be in the second pending box, obviously. And then their past deals will be in this closed section right here. So you can see all of their past deals, their offer IDs, obviously, the price point, quantity, and the amount sold. So if you wanted to view one of those, you can click on the actions page too, and you can it'll give you a list of actions just like on the offers menu. So if you wanted to edit the details or anything like that, you can just do that directly there. And if you click on the deal itself, it will take you to an overview of that deal. So you'll be able to see how it performed, the start date, the end date. You can see the number of visits or buy button clicks too in there. If they had codes assigned, you can see the number of those, emails that were sent out for that deal, number of purchases, and then if the merchant chooses to use the portal for their redeeming, you can see who's redeemed and who hasn't. So if you scroll down, it will also give you a list of all customer names and coupon codes. So you can find those in there to give to the merchant if they're asking for those. So what we usually do is we will give them a spreadsheet going over all this. So you'll find that right here if you go to this CSV menu button. And you can either do the simplified report or the extended report. However, I usually just do the simplified, and it will just give you basic information. It will download directly after you click that button, and you will have to probably go in and delete some columns that are blank in there, but you can send that to the merchant then, and they'll have this whole list, customer names, coupon codes, email addresses, for them to see too, so that they can cross-check and verify those. So if you ever have any troubles with that, that's where you can find all of those for the deal. So going back over the menu, that's all you'll really have to worry about in terms of building deals and how to navigate deals. So yeah, if you have any questions about that, just let us know.
So before you can get a proof built for your customer, you will need to go ahead and fill out a new merchant. This will basically house all of their information as far as the business location, their payment info, and the contact for that merchant. So for today, we're going to go ahead and look up an account that's already set up, but normally you would go up to create merchant and set up a new account. So from here, you're going to want to fill out the company name and then also the email address. So this will be the address that you are coordinating any information from Nimble to the merchant. So whoever is the contact for the merchant, you'll go ahead and put their email address in there. Nimble will automatically issue them a password, so once this account is created, they will get a welcome email from Nimble, and the merchant can get their account set up and start seeing their sales dashboard from there. Next, you'll want to put in a city region. It will give you a drop-down option, and it will always just be your city region. You can choose to fill out the offer category if you wanted to run a report down the road and see any deals that were arts and entertainment, amusement parks. You could pull a list of all merchants that were set up in that category, but that's not something that we frequently use. You can also do custom categories here, and same thing, you'd be able to download a report and see any deals in those custom categories. Next, we're going to move to the billing information. Nimble will prompt you to either pay the merchant via check, direct deposit, or savings or checking. So for this, we're going to go ahead and say we're going to pay them out by check. You'll want to establish your payment terms. So we did 50% of the funds after 3 days and 50% after 30 days. So once the deal ends, the merchant will receive 50% of their total revenue in 3 days and the other 50% in 30. Right under that, you can choose your commission per deal. This just tells Nimble that you will be splitting the commission between the merchant and the newspaper. Next, we'll jump down to the merchant W-9. This section is required by Nimble. they will ask you to not only type in all of the W-9 information for your customer, but also upload a physical W-9 at the bottom. A physical W-9 has to be uploaded in Nimble in order to set a deal live. So that stuff is definitely important. In case your deal is set to run and you don't have that in there, it will not go live. Right under that, you can do a billing payment info. This basically tells Nimble where you want that money to be sent. It automatically sends it to the address on the W-9, but if for some reason that is a corporate address and you need to send it to the local business, you can use another address and fill out that information for the correct address you want those payments to be made to. Next is company addresses. This is just the business website. If they have any social platforms, Facebook, Twitter, etc., these will show up on the physical deal itself. You will have an option when you're setting up that deal to hide this information, but this just gives the customer a little bit more information about your business and where they can find you online. Next, you'll want to add a locations. This section will also show up on the proof as well, pointing the customer to the business. So you will put a location name, address, phone number, zip code, state, etc., and save. Once you have all of that information filled in, you can save the merchant account. Like I said before, your merchant will receive a welcome email from Nimble, and from here you will be able to build the customer a proof. Now that you have your merchant account set up, you will be able to go in and create an offer for this merchant. So on the left-hand panel, you'll go up to Create New and choose Prepaid Offer. On this screen, it will give you a couple different kinds of offers that you can set up. There's a local coupon, which is what we normally choose. This is just a $20 gift card for $10 to a local business. There's also options to do products, online coupons, and multi-merchant, but we won't get into that right now. We're going to go ahead and stick with a local coupon. So from here, you're going to want to go ahead and put the offer name. This is what's going to show up on the back end of Nimble. So I always like to put in the deal itself and then put a dash and put the merchant's name. It's just an easier way to keep track of what the deal is and who it belongs to. From here, you have the option to assign sales reps. It's not a function we normally use. I know a lot of the sales reps are new and haven't been uploaded in here, so we're going to go ahead and skip over that for now. And then here's where you're going to assign a merchant. So you're going to tell Nimble which account this deal is connected to. Below that, it'll give you an option again to put in the commission split. So if by the time you built the merchant and you're building this deal, the split has changed, or if you need to make the split change down the road, you can go ahead and change it right here. Next, you are going to tell Nimble how the payout's going to go. So right now we have the 50% in 3, 50% in 30. Next is the location section. So this is where you are going to show the physical address on the deal. If you check the location box, it will show the address on the proof. You also have the option to hide the merchant's information section. So this will not show the Google map or any addresses associated with the business. From there, you're going to want to go ahead and set up your primary categories. So everyone's are going to look a little bit different. We usually house all of our deals under a Today's Deal tab or a Side Deals tab, or if we happen to be running a deal store at the time, there would be a custom tab for that. So set your primary category and then drop down and select your primary category again. Select your city. Next, you're going to do the pricing details. So you're going to want to tell Nimble what the original price was and what the offer price is. Right below that, quantity vouchers per purchase. When the coupon prints, it will print as one $20 coupon. If you want it to print as two $10 coupons or four $5 coupons, you would put that information right here. But the regular setting is just going to be to spit out one coupon. Below that, you're going to want to put the quantity per customer and the quantity gifts that the customer can purchase. This is essentially just how many coupons a person can buy under that email address. So for this, we're going to do one per person, and they can buy one as a gift. Below that, you can choose to upload your own coupons or have Nimble auto-generate coupons. Unless it's something that was decided with your merchant, we always just use the auto-generated coupons. And then the number of items that you're trying to sell. So for this, we're going to put unlimited, but if the customer only wants to sell 200 coupons, you would put in that box the 200 coupons. Once those 200 coupons have sold, the deal will move to sold out, and customers will not be able to purchase anymore from there. Voucher details, this is just what's going to show on the physical voucher once a customer has purchased it. So the title is always going to be whatever the deal is. Voucher code redemption instructions. For a local business, we usually put please print to use, please print and present to business, but if they have any special instructions, this would go there. And then you're going to want to say when the redemption period starts. So we're always going to do start now. This doesn't determine when the deal runs. This just determines when the coupon is active. So once the deal starts, the coupon will be active and the customer can print and use it right away. And then we will say when we want this coupon to expire. So we're going to pick a date for the expiration, and this will show up on the physical voucher when they print it. You can also do a custom date, or you can choose 180 days, 6 months, 1 year. You can set it up that way as well. Or you can also do never expires. That part is completely up to you and your merchant. Below that will be the start time to schedule the offer. So this just tells Nimble when this deal will go live on your site for customers to purchase. So we're going to go ahead and schedule a start and end date. You can also schedule the deal to start later. You can schedule it as private so that it's not visible for your customers. Or if you run a test offer, you can also do schedule a test offer as well that only you can see on the back end. From here, we always hit save as a draft. This just makes sure to save anything that you've done so far, and will show you any errors that you might have made along the way. And then you can move on to the next screen. So on this screen is going to be what's going to show up on the actual deal itself. So you'll want to establish a title. It'll be today's deal, $20 coupon for $10. You can also put in the title that's going to show on the widget. You can put in a gift title and then a short title as well. But you'll definitely want to make sure you have that first title filled up because that's what's going to show up on the proof. The item description is just a description of what you're selling, a company overview, any event information. That would all go in the item description. Anything that you put in this box will not show up on the voucher, so you want to make sure that any important deal restrictions or expiration dates aren't in that box because it won't transfer over to that voucher. For all of that important information that you want to go on the voucher, you're going to want to make sure it goes in this fine print box. So this is just essentially your your coupon restrictions, whether it be an expiration date, 1 coupon per person, no cash back, no cash value. You'll want to establish all of that information in this box. And those are just restrictions that are going to be set up between you and your merchant. From here, you're going to upload your deal image. We do recommend that you do a 640 by 392 pixel image. That particular size happens to work best and fits nicely in the proof box. So you'll choose files and you'll upload your image from here. If you don't resize the image, there is a tool in Nimble that lets you resize it, but it's not always accurate and it can be finicky. And that's pretty much it on that page, so you'll want to hit save as draft again just to ensure that none of your changes get lost. And you'll move on to the next page, which is the scheduling page. So this page essentially just reiterates what you've already told Nimble to do. It will show you your start and end date of when the deal is supposed to be live on your site. Again, this is between you and your merchant or whatever your market decides to choose for a time frame that your deals will run. Below, you have the option to automatically set up an email. So once you publish the deal, this email blast will go out for that deal. There are ways to change the time, but I believe this email is sent out at 11:59. Because of this, we usually choose do not send an automatic email, and then we will go in later and send out a custom email, which we will discuss in a different video. So once you have all that information in there, you can go ahead and either save as a draft if you're not ready to publish the deal or if you need to send the proof to your customer for approval. If you are ready to go, you can go ahead and hit publish. Again, unless the start date is today, it will not go live on your site, but it will be set up to go live for whenever that start date is. And then this just gives you a kind of a warning that you're going to be setting the deal live, kind of shows you what the day is that it's going to go live, and then also lets you know if an email is going to be going out or not. And we're going to go ahead and hit yes. So that's pretty much everything you need to set up an offer. If you go back to My Offers or view your dashboard, and then go back into offers. If you click on the deal name on that deal we just built, and then right click on the offer title at the top and open the link, this will be the link that you can send to your customer for approval. And this is kind of what all of the deal information looks like once you have it entered in.